One. This is crazy. It's another episode of the 919 Aired Out podcast. We got Ben, Eric, Sean, Devon, and my boy Kev. We got a couple questions. It's pretty simple questions. Kind of like them. Not exactly would you rather, but like, it kind of makes you remember certain stuff. So let me put out. So the first question, no matter who answer, what's the best news you heard in your life?
I'll go, man. When I was still in college, it was my senior year, and I got the call that I got my full-time job. That was like, luckily, and I got it my first semester too, so I was able to really just chill for the rest of the semester. So like, I can't even tell you like how much of weight was just like lifted off my shoulders to like just have that ready. So
yeah, mine's kind of similar to Sean. It's funny because mine literally just happened. I got the news just a couple days ago, but I just accepted a new position at my job. It just felt really good because the position I was applying for was really competitive. A lot of people don't get it. So once I got that yes, that I was going to be joining the next sales associate class, it made me feel really good. So,
yes, sir, that's what I like to hear. Get into the money. Now you can give me some money.
Gotcha.
What about you? Anybody else?
I feel like
mine's probably. Go ahead, Devon.
my bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you good, dude.
I'll probably say the best news I've ever had, like in my life. I mean, I really haven't got like that dream job or anything. It'll probably be when my mom, she beat cancer, and the doctor told her she didn't have cancer no more. That was like the best news I probably ever got in my life.
Yeah.
great. That'd be the job any day.
Exactly. Yep. All right, it's on you.
Oh, Ben's gone.
oh, he'll come back.
I'll go ahead and say it was when the Charlotte Hornets drafted LaMelo Ball number 3 overall. It changed the whole course of my life. It changed my whole fandom. I went from I almost converted over to being a Heat fan, and then I said, fuck it, I'm going to go back to the Hornets. Realistically, no, it's probably just getting into PT school, like getting into Miami, because, I mean, every year it's like 800 people, like 1,000 people apply, and then only 60 get in. So to be one of those 60 was pretty, damn.
Damn.
Left to him.
Damn. The niggas connection.
But I was just be one of those 60 selected. It was an honor. It was honestly an honor to even get an interview, but just to get in, PT school was supposedly very competitive. So that was, and you have to do it to get into the career. So that was, I mean, a big step, kind of equivalent to y'all getting, a promotion or just getting a job out of school. So.
Sure. I'm going to go with. It's a bunch of stuff. The best news I heard in my life. Probably like when I went to right before I went to my military school. I don't think I've told this story to too many people. I went to my military school and it was like private, so it was so good, low key like $48,000 a year, and I went there with no scholarship. And they basically told me there are like 2 scholarships left over, and basically based on your physical fitness test, those are who scholarships are going to. So I got the best physical fitness test out of everybody. And then they brought me into a room, and I'm thinking they about to like tell me to go home. Cause they said like, hey, you got to come in and sign some paperwork, And the dude, he said it all messed up. He was like, man, just come on with me. Brought me to a room, signed some paperwork. It was like, yeah, so we're offering you a full scholarship. I was like,
It's like, bro, why do you do that?
You start crying, Phil? Tears going down your eyes?
Ain't no cry. I was like, man, tell me where to sign.
No, this man was like, you don't understand how hard I worked for this opportunity.
First of all, I was running for my life for that 2 miles. I was literally running for my life. I think I ran like 12 minutes in for 2 miles. I was not playing games. I was trying to get that scholarship. I was
like
trying
6-minute mile pace.
Yeah, I was gone. Like
that's just quick.
Like for the last lap, the dude told me you ran exactly 59 seconds. I was like, I gotta do a little something, That was probably the best news. And then second has to go with getting accepted to Clemson.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then on Kevin's note, I'm gonna say when that pregnancy test came up negative,
Oh Lord. Oh man.
I was like, oh my God.
Y'all know how quick the parents be turning those like the positive present like the pregnancy test into like something or into something positive because they always come out there like, oh fuck, it's positive. Now we about to have a kid, and then like the kid comes out and they're like, honestly, you was really a joy to my life. Like they always be making that shit up. I mean, I guess they probably were, but I mean, who knows?
All right. Since we lost some people, I guess we can make this quick. If and when was the turning point in your life? Anybody?
Turning
got it?
point, like a turning point for like what? Like
Just like at like one of put it like this. I'll give you an example of mine. For my turning point was probably meeting the girl I'm with now because like my whole attitude changed on how I was dealing with girls. I was maturing and started noticing that like I just can't do the same shit I was doing when I was 21. Like that whole just throwing, I was just blowing money because the military was giving everything. I had to start saving. Like that was kind of like meeting my girl. She calmed me down and settled me down. And you know, things worked out for the best. You know, I got married and all that. That was kind of like my
for me, I would probably say a turning point for me was when I went to this conference in Dearborn, Michigan. Like it was basically a conference for like it was like minority male mentoring program conference. So like you had people coming like from out of state. You had people coming from like overseas where it was like this big giant conference where we had like different speakers like tell about their stories. I remember we had like this one student, he was just talking about like, you know, all like the hardships he'd experienced, but yet he was still able to like, you know, accomplish, you know, his dreams and, you know, getting into a school that's really tough to get into. And I remember for me, I'm just like, wow, like I have no excuse to be doing what I'm doing, you know, not giving it my all in school or, you know, being spoiled. So that kind of was like a turning point for me is like, you know, I need to really like, get my life together and make sure, you know, I'm going in a path that's right for me. So that was kind of like a turning point for my life.
gosh. All right, SB.
Yeah, so I got like it's like two things. So the first half of it was like when I was in high school, I decided to join something called the Digital Media Academy, which was a 3-year program where we learned all the basics of digital media, so like photo editing, video editing, audio, web design, it was like you name it. They had a lot of things. So I just thought of it today actually, which is funny. Is like if I didn't join that program, I don't think like a lot of my opportunities would have happened because like in there, that's why I learned all my Adobe skills for like my video editing, like thumbnails I use now for my YouTube videos. Like that really helped improve the quality of my YouTube videos over time. And like one of the things we did in the program was like they actually required us to get some type of internship while we were working. And I actually ended up interning for UNC TV. Like they work with like PBS Kids.
I remember that.
And yeah, and the thing is, like I told my manager that I had a YouTube channel. And first they were gonna have me work on this like really small project, like it's just so small. But once I told her that I had a YouTube channel with a decent following, she's like, wait, you know what? Like, why don't we just give you your own like interstitial, which is like a small thing, like you know when you say like, oh, like, you're watching Disney Channel, right? So I have one for this thing. It was called Roodle. So it was like UNC TV's kids channel, and they just had me like skateboard, and I like directed the whole thing. Like I told like what cameras I wanted, what cameramen, and like that I had that whole thing. And then that led to another thing at the school. The school recognized that. They're like, hey, like let's select you for the Wake County Public School Superintendent Breakfast to be like the student keynote speaker. So like I did that, and like I met other people, started networking, and like that always just started going on my resumes for things, and I like it just opened up a lot. And I was like, if I didn't join that Digital Media Academy, that none of that would have happened.
You would have been a
Keep my
regular.
YouTube growing, yeah. And then the
Missed out on some
second,
opportunities.
yeah, and the second one is pretty small, but it's like when I became an RA, like I don't know, I feel like I broke out of my shell in college once I became an RA, just because like how many different types of people I met through the job. So it's like a lot of things, but those two things I think are like the main turning points.
Sure.
Phone guy, you guys. Phone died. Sorry about that, y'all.
No, you're good.
You good?
Nah.
You're not the only one that got kicked.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
All right. KP, what's good?
I'm about to say I don't think I've hit my biggest one yet. I think that's gonna come in like the next 5 years for like a big turning point, to be honest. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably say for personal growth would be in undergrad, just being more involved with leadership. So I was the vice president of the health professions club because no one else ran, and then the next year no one else wanted to be president, so I just ended up being the president for that, and that helped me so much, like learning about how to administrate things and how to be interprofessional and talk to different people from different health professions. Additionally, it helped me a lot I'm very unorganized. I still kind of am, but it helped me at least get a little bit more organized. And then kind of opened more stuff up too. Like I broke my hand when I was a senior when I was going to be playing club basketball. And since I couldn't play for a while, I just started coaching. And I was coaching the shit out of them boys. We went like 9-0 in one tournament. They were not that good except for like a few players. So the fact that we were able to like do that well, that kind of demonstrated that I feel like I do have leadership qualities. I kind of like knew I had some in me, but I never like had to exhibit it. And I think that did help me talk about like the best news I heard. I think that did help me get into to physical therapy school. So I still don't think I've hit my biggest turning point yet. I'm interested to see where it comes and where it's going to take me. So
I think a lot of us feel that way because we're all so young, majority of us. So, I mean, oh my goodness. Anyways, I got a text, but I'm not going to read what the text just said. But yeah.
I'll talk about it after the podcast. But all right. But Devon, the next question is like, when's the turning point in your life? Like,
Honestly, I don't think I've had a turning point in my life yet. I've had a couple like main choices that I had as far as growing as a person and as a man. But as far as a main turning point, I don't think I've actually experienced one yet that's going to point me to the direction where I need to be in, that I want to be in. So I feel like I still have to grow a little bit more, and I got to mature as an adult and things like that before I actually have like a true turning point in my life. Like, even though I'm 25, I still feel like sometimes I do things that are like not like playing the video game. Like some things that I gotta cut out. Like some like just certain things that I gotta focus on, like spending more time like exercising, getting my body in shape, doing things, or just like, or I really haven't really even found like what I want to do with my life yet. Like I don't know. Like I didn't finish school, so it's like I don't know. Like what do I want to do? Do I want to lose some weight and go to the military like before I max out in the age? Like do I want to? It's a lot. Like what do I want to do with myself? Like I don't know. Like
I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, I think we hit everybody on this. The next one is random. My sister, she actually gave me this question, and it actually was very difficult. What's the worst smelling place you've ever been to, and explain?
Bruh, mine was like during AAU. It's this one gym. I think Eric, you might remember it.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
that
Yeah, I do
gym
remember.
I don't.
It smelled like
chitlins. Yeah, it literally smelled like.
Oh my God.
Bro,
I do
I can't even it was so hard to play in there because you run up and down the corner, you got to breathe heavy, and it just smelled like that every time. Bro.
It smelled awful, y'all.
That's what made it worse because like I had to breathe it heavily.
Yes.
I was playing in there,
and it was like hot. It had like no air
Yeah,
conditioning
that's what I was
in
gonna
there.
say. It's one of those like cheap gyms. It looked like I don't even know how to. Is it what's the name for like an overhang? Like I don't know. It's like
I don't know. It was just bad.
It was just a really cheap gym, and it's like had no air conditioning. Really, is like really hot, smelled bad. Like
yeah,
I easily remembered that.
All right, who else?
I'll go. Sean, you this is something you remember too. You remember we went to that Taco Bell in Charlotte
Yo.
Bro, that place smelled like dank, bro. It smelled so bad. Like I can't even describe it. It smelled like somebody that just like never bathed like in their life. It was
That I
how
don't
would
know.
you
That's
describe the
actually
smell, Sean? It was just unbearable. I remember like
okay.
I remember I
So
looked at what? Go ahead.
I was like, so like some things just smell bad, right? I'd be like, ew. That thing was like, it's like funky.
It was
Like
really funky.
it's just really hard to describe. Like, but
And when you walk in there, it like smacked you in the face. I remember like
yeah,
after me
I
and
wanted to
Sean
get out of
left, I'm
there.
like, bro, first off, why
Yeah.
did we even stay in there and eat our food? We should have just got it to go. But I remember we left.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm never coming back to this Taco Bell ever again. And we
I've never
didn't.
went to that Taco Bell ever since. I always went to the other one.
Exactly. That one was just so bad.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I forgot
That was
about that
the
one.
worst
But yeah.
We're talking about worst smelling place right now.
Yeah.
All right, worst smelling place. And this one's global too. Like this is, I feel bad for the people in this town, but it's one time I was driving to see some family in Virginia, and we had to go like we're over in by around the Chesapeake, so like probably somewhat north of like Virginia Beach and all that.
Mhm.
And we were crossing this one bridge from the mainland to go over to, I guess, the part that juts out. And this one town called West Point, Virginia. You can look it up. There's some big ass paper mill or something. It's a big ass factory and it smells like shit. The whole town smells fucking awful. It literally smells like something's dying, and people just live there the entire time. I can't believe that they really doing all that. Like, and there's like a whole McDonald's. Like we didn't stop like the McDonald's. Like the people were extra rude. Like I understand. They can be as rude as they want. I understand why y'all are rude. I'd be trying to get the fuck out of there too. But that was the worst one. And it's crazy because usually when you have like a plant or something, it doesn't stink up the whole town, but it's smelling for like miles. Like we got 5 miles out of the way and it still smelled terrible.
Mm.
Damn.
All right, Devon, what you got?
Worst smelling place ever. I fucked up one time when I was 12th grade. Our family went to New York for a week, and I had went to Subway, and I got like drunk as hell like a party the night before, and I had these tuna fish subs, like the foot long tuna fish subs. I brought 2 of those, and I left them in the truck. And I worked for a week, and I came back in my truck.
Oh,
Yo.
tuna fish is already
It was horrible, bro. It was horrible.
Oh my god! You said it was tuna fish,
Tuna fish, dude.
bro. Like tuna fish already got like a smell once you get it fresh. I can't even imagine what it smells like in this old. God damn.
And my truck literally it wasn't a double cabin, it's a single cabin, so it's a tight space. So like for 2 weeks I was riding around smelling like straight fish. Like I did everything. I Febrezed it, like I did everything. Out, bro.
You got a vomit at that point.
Yeah. That's tough. At least you found out what it was.
Yeah, at least I knew what it was.
Yeah. That's the worst. Like when you just don't know, like where is that smell coming from? Then when you finally find it, it's like, oh god, like I'm glad I found out what it was. But it's just like, oh damn, I wish. Ugh.
Yeah, like the only thing that was like disgusting, I didn't even want to touch it. My pops had to get it out because like with that week, like I guess like a couple flies was in my car, so it started growing maggots on it. So like I was not
Oh,
like disgusting. Like we were there for like it wasn't like a 5-day week. It was literally like a 7-day week. So like within that 7 days, like maggots started growing on it. Like it was crazy. Like oh man,
that's nasty.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna be that or Kevin.
I'm about to say, I think that's top.
Dang, all I could say was my grandma's house. It was my grandma's friend's house. Sorry, my grandma's friend's house. It was just sour, man. Like it just smelled old and sour.
I know you're talking about that. So yeah,
Like I was just like, this ain't it.
Old people smell.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was telling my wife the whole story. I was thinking, now I know why Quincy was like, he got in and then said, "Oh, I'm about to stay in the car." we both went in. We both went in, and then he was like, I might go sit in the car because grandma said she just want to talk to somebody real quick. And then, man, it was just
Mm.
and I'm gonna have to give a close. Oh, that's not even. I don't even got anything close to that. But it was just like, dang, like, and I'm thinking, I'm like, you know, how you looking around, like, dang, what's in here? Like, I'm trying to look around, think like, dang, she got no Febreze on, and then she had the fan rolling, so the smell was just circulating. I'm like, come on, man.
So the question is, did a little bit turn into a long?
Shit, oh, that shit was hurt. But now I see why Quincy stayed in the car.
How long was you inside?
I don't know. Like, you know how old people they just talk and then you just keep talking and talking. You say you there for 5 minutes, you there for an hour.
Oh my god!
I wasn't there for an hour. After a while, I was like, Grandma, I think my mom said, and then, but that didn't work. So we just in there suffering. And I was like, Grandma, I smell funny in there. She was like, I know, baby, I know.
Y'all want to hear a wild story my friend told me this past week?
Oh man,
It was so he's had a little bit of trouble like with women in general, like just getting anything done. So he's part of, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this. He's part of something called DMLA, which is like he's a Freemason. So it's like their like organization for like the youth. He's a part of that, and they have like connections everywhere. So this man really flew all the way out to Idaho for some poom poom.
Oh
And
Lord.
then he had like a stop in Washington because it wasn't a direct flight in Washington State, and he had like Qdoba or something over there. And then he hopped on the plane, and apparently he got food poisoning and didn't feel it until he got to this stranger's house. And then first link, he even blew up her bathroom and had food poisoning.
That poor lady.
Nah, bro, poor him. He don't flew all the way to Idaho for some poom poom, and then you have that delay in it. You get food poisoning. Like, what if you didn't get anything? Like, come on.
but I'd have been hurt if he got all the way and she was like, I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
I would have been like,
because he didn't already drove out to Outer Banks for some poom poom and didn't work out. So I was like, come on, he needs a break.
whoa, from where?
From Raleigh, like from Wendell, like a little bit.
That's like 5 hours.
Yeah, from like a little bit east of Nightdale. That's where he was driving from.
He was like, oh,
It did work out though. I think it did. I think she was a real one. I guess she just let it slide. But
Wow.
boy, that dude trying to get some hurt. All right. Next question is: would you rather have your camera roll leaked or your text messages leaked, and why?
Me, it's easy. Probably text messages. I'm pretty good at like knowing when to send certain things through text.
Yeah, all right. You
Like
see that?
photos, like
Right,
I
you
don't
can-
know. Me
you
and my
can- right.
girlfriend, we be sending stuff sometimes. This is like,
Hey.
oh,
Hey, you better hope that recently deleted is off for iPhone, because you're gonna be like, whoa.
yeah. That actually happened to like my cousin. So you remember when we were Darius and we were like going through his phone? He like, bro, don't be messing with my phone, man. You gonna catch videos of me hitting it. I'm like, bro, you bullshit.
Oh
like you did not have videos of you having sex with your girl. And he's like, you think I'm playing? This dude pulls up a video of his girl riding him. I'm like, dog, I'll never question you ever again.
Oh man. Yeah, I wasn't there for that. Glad I wasn't either. But
Oh, you weren't there?
no, that was you and Jason.
Yeah, I think, that's Jason. He probably remembers.
All right, Sean.
Honestly, it's probably the same, like text messages. Cause I don't know, like I really don't like text people much. If I message, it's like either Snapchat or like Instagram. So like I don't know, like pictures though. I don't know. I got some like weird stuff on my camera. Like none of this is like really like suspect. It's just like
It's just awkward.
weird. Like people would be like, why is this on your camera roll?
Yeah.
So I feel like that just showed more than just some text messages.
I'm gonna say camera roll.
Say camera roll too, 100%.
Cause I'll be saying stuff to my girl. I'll be at work. Like when I get home, I'm about to la 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 la.
Like put your personal conversations out there. Like I feel like I'll talk too personal. I'm the same way. I agree with you. Like my camera roll can like shit. if my camera roll leak, I'm just gonna be a porn star out there. Like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get paid. Like, it's gonna be fucking. But my text messages, I be talking to my parents, like just different people. Like, I don't want my like personal business out there. Like,
Got you. All right, KP.
I gotta agree with camera roll. I'll be the one to split the even. But the reason, like my text messages, is nothing crazy in there, but I just feel like for my camera roll, people will find out that I'm funnier than I am. Or at least like my sense of humor is kind of funny because I'm quiet in general. So if that came out, then I think people would find it funny. I think it would give people enjoyment. You saw my text. I have an Android, so there's nothing going on my text. People probably get more enjoyment from my camera roll for the most part. I don't think there's anything like. I mean, there's a few things that's crazy, but I mean, I'd take the hit on that. I mean, there's enough photos in there, that'd be fine. So
I'll be straight on that. All right, this was a good question because I've asked this to actually my parents on this next one. How would your life be different if that one thing didn't happen?
you say one more time.
How would your life be different if that one thing didn't happen?
To be honest, I can answer this question because, like, I remember, like, right after graduating high school, I remember I didn't really apply at any like 4-year universities because I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. So I went to community college for like the first like 2.5 years of like my college career. And I think that's one of the best decisions that I ever made because that's where I figured out I kind of want to do business and sales more specifically. But not only that, I got to meet like some great people that I'm still friends with and cool with to this day. I've also been placed in leadership roles. So that way, like, once I was able to transition to the 4-year school, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And I didn't have to like shift gears or anything like that. Like I said, if that didn't happen, to be honest, I honestly don't know where I'd be now. So
Slinging them drugs out of South Chase.
nah, I don't know.
Like, Eric, you got the stuff? Like, yeah. All right, who next?
I would say like if I didn't get the RA job, like I wouldn't have met some of my closest friends that I made in college. I wouldn't have dated my like recent ex, and like this is like a lot of things that came from being an RA. Like I said, remember before, I broke out of my social shell. Really, I mean, I still talk to people, but I feel like I broke out of it even more once I became an RA. And probably I don't think I would have gotten like super into anime either because I met a lot of people that like showed me some more anime once I was an RA.
Man, I was putting you on early, but it's cool. It's whatever.
Yeah, I probably still would have got into it, but yeah, I had to feel like show me some actual like some real classics and stuff.
True.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like a lot of good things came out of that. So I feel like because I think I would have stayed in my old major because before when I went into it, I was an electrical engineering major, and like I was honestly just in it for the money itself. Like I had no real interest in it or skill. So I would have probably just like stuck through it, even though I wasn't like doing the best. I would have been like, hey, like, just stick to it. You have to do this because that's what you signed up for. But I don't know, like having people through the RA job be like really accepting and like it's like trying to be like the best version of yourself. Like I didn't feel bad about switching my major because before I felt bad about that. I was like, oh, like, you're just switching because you couldn't do it. But I'm so glad I switched because it was so much better, and I got the job I have now, so I'm not arguing.
True.
And I think with a whole different trajectory.
All right.
So I think one or two things could have happened, or I'll have one or two things be like my one thing. So one thing is I could have gone to App State. If I didn't go to App State, I probably would have went to Charlotte, and I wouldn't have met my girlfriend. And if I did go to App State still and didn't meet my girlfriend, then I probably would have just transferred to Charlotte because I fucking hated it over there. But honestly, I don't think that much would have been different, to be honest. Like, I mean, if I didn't meet my girlfriend, I probably would have tried to like have a hoe phase. I don't know if it would have worked out though. I don't really know if it's me. So I don't think that would have really went like worked out crazy. I probably would have just found like maybe another person or something. Don't know. It would have been long. I probably would have gotten the same spot though, to be honest. I think like my girlfriend helped me a lot to like focus in App State since it was the worst place ever. The only thing you do is focus on school. I probably helped my grades some, but honestly, I feel like I was solid enough to keep going. So either way, I probably would have just went to a different school. I would have been in Charlotte more. Since I would be going to UNCC probably, but yeah, honestly, nothing's really. I don't think anything would change that crazy.
Yeah, I thought you would have went to A&T.
Hey, Kev, you think she the one, bro? You think she's gonna become wifey?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's difficult
All right.
because we're different. We're separated right now, with me being down here and her being over there. But I mean, so I don't know like when it would happen though. It's not really a matter of like if, it's more of like a matter of when. Because I'm like, hey, you can ask me too if you want. Like I'll be down one day, I'll say yes. It'd be interesting. That'd be interesting question for y'all, or like just for a podcast is like, would y'all say yes to your girlfriend or like propose to you?
Yeah, it's tough. I'm gonna be kind of in a similar situation that you're in, Kevin, because like with my job, like by the end of this training, which is like a year, I might have to move out of state. So that might be tough, being in a relationship. But she made it known. She was like, I wouldn't want you to stay here just because you feel like, you had to wait for me, I guess, to launch or whatever. She said, I want you to fulfill your dreams, which was cool, but
I feel you.
just curious.
But KP said he was going to A&T or Central. That's his last time we talked.
Hey,
If he didn't go to App, he was like, man, A&T or Central would have been the move.
Yeah, I would have been. Can't even hold you. I did think about Winston-Salem State for PT school, but there was like it wasn't even like an HBCU. Like it was all white. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, it's HBCU, but it's
It is.
No. I'm talking about the PT program, bro. Because the rest of it is HBCU, but the PT class is like 3 black kids in there. I was like, okay, like it's like the rest of PT, so it's nothing different.
Oh, all right, Devon.
Out of high school, choosing to go to ECU, I wouldn't know you. I probably would have been a different person in my life. Like,
ECU was a bad choice. I've been there.
yeah, it was probably the worst decision I ever made in my life. Like, I wasted 2 years, $16,000 a fucking year. My mama paying that money back. She's always holds it over my head like you just wasting money. Like, and I should have just went to Gardner Webb. I had a scholarship and I could have just fucking wrestled. But you live easy, man.
Should have went to Gardner Webb. You would have got less distractions.
Way less.
Isn't that where Cam? Isn't that where Mike Estes went?
Yeah,
Mike Estes went there. Yeah, he got a football scholarship.
Yeah, but yeah, Gardner Webb was actually. It's just a good place to be at because it's like in between North and South Carolina ish. So I'm not gonna say it's stuff to do because it's not. But I understand that ECU, it was just too much to get into, especially during football season.
Yeah.
If that one thing didn't happen, I'd have to say if my parents didn't take me off the track team, my senior year in high school for having a C in a class, I would be running right now with Noah Lyles and Justin Gatlin in the 2020 Olympics. I wholeheartedly believe that. I probably would have went to UNCW because they were offering me a partial scholarship for track and field at their school. And they said, we will see how things go based on your senior season. And I didn't run. And then I told my parents that. They said, no, that's not true. Blah, blah, blah. You need to get this grade up. We were on a 7-point grading system. I had an 84 in the class. There was a whole bunch of nonsense going on.
That's so stupid. Yeah, like 84 was a C. And then right around the time me and Cam graduated, they're going to move it to a 10-point grading scale. I'm like, this is some bull. Because there were a couple classes where I had an 84, but I got a C on it. I'm like, that's BS.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of arguments, a whole bunch of me trying to leave the house and all that stuff just for my final grade to be an 84.
That's stupid.
Yep. I told my parents that UNCW sent me this. I'm showing them the paperwork, and they was like, oh, we thought you would just do better. I was like, well, obviously it didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, my life would have been different, but I wouldn't have met my girl. I probably would have been, talking to the white girls at UNC Dub. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we're
All
done.
right.
We're done on that. What's the worst thing that happened to you in sports in terms of an embarrassed type of situation?
That's easy for me. I remember dude crossed me up at Lifetime and then hit a 3 right after I slipped. And the whole gym was going crazy. I don't know if Cam was there. I think it was TJ Evans. I'll never forget his name. TJ Evans. He like busted my ankle.
Oh, he was nice.
Hit me with a 3.
He was like,
One play for Apex.
Yeah, he
TJ
went to
Evans.
Virginia Tech, I think.
Yep, TJ. He busted my ass on the court that one game. I remember, he crossed me up and hit a 3. That's one thing. That's one thing to get crossed, but then after that, they score on you. Like, that's like one of the most embarrassing things to happen. And then hear everybody, oh my God.
I'm still off on him.
Yep. I don't think I got the ball the rest of the game,
Makes sense.
which hurt me because, me, I'm a shooter. So,
My worst thing was back to AAU basketball. With like, dude, so we were 16, so we had like a bunch of 16-year-olds on the team, but our coach put us in 18U, right? So he put us 2 years older. We played Garner, right? Bro, the score was like 20 something to 98.
that was so hard to watch.
And it was sad because I felt accomplished that we held them below 100.
No, if you would have seen
was-
these dudes, Cam, these
They
dudes
look
look like they
grown.
was older than us. Like, I'm just like, bro, this is not fair. I'm like,
Were they throwing lives? Like,
yes.
Okay, no, one got a fast break, and I could tell he was trying to dunk, and I actually did block his dunk, but they called a foul on me. But the thing is, I also jumped so high because I had so much adrenaline. I didn't expect to get that high, so I fell on the way coming down.
damn.
I remember Jordan was
Yeah.
talking about that. He was like, bro, I remember watching that game, and Sean was teed up. He was so mad.
It's embarrassing, bro, because everybody's
It
watching.
is. None of that. I can tell your team just gave up. They just had no hope. But you were like, will you freaking play? I mean, you were like getting mad.
Yeah, because nobody was. They lost all hope.
Yeah.
I'm still
I don't
stuck
stop
on-
playing until the clock runs out.
I'm thinking about it in my head now. I'm stuck on Sean play AAU, but Eric, you didn't.
Nah, not really.
That
Thing
was
is,
a,
I
it,
didn't
was- it was a
find- I
weird
didn't find
it was a
team.
weird opportunity that opened up, and the team was low key trash. So
Oh yeah, they were garbage. They were garbage.
the coach was not good at all. I'm sorry.
All right, who's next?
He just wanted to get his sons out there.
All right, so I've had a lot of embarrassing moments playing basketball since Athens Drive always sucked. We played when we were word of God, we got beat by 70. I did play against Chris Clemens. This wasn't that embarrassing because it's like people will do this from time to time, but we played Chris Clemens from Millbrook. If y'all know him, he plays for the Houston Rockets now, and he played at Campbell. He had like 8 points in like 30 seconds against me, but that was also just because 4 of them weren't my fault. 4 of them just got to steal. Somebody got a bucket, but I was guarding him at the time, and then he just came down. He hit like he hit 2 threes. He hit 2 threes, and then got a steal in a bucket. So 2 of them weren't my fault. But the worst I've ever been embarrassed, and the reason why Chris isn't that bad because he only played for I only was on him for a little bit. I was guarding this white dude from Broughton. And this boy was cooking my ass the entire fucking game. And it was so fundamental too, because he was doing back cuts. He was doing off the dribble. He was doing everything. And the craziest thing is we started off the game and I thought I was going crazy because I blocked him like twice. And then he just went and got like 26. And it was tough. Wait, does screen share work? I think I found his highlight. Hold on. I can't share my screen. Never mind. But dude,
Hold up.
I can
Good
literally
part.
share.
Camera's
Yeah,
like,
go
"Hey,
ahead.
this-"
Go
So
ahead. I got it.
He says to
the
give him
wor-
permission. That's it.
There we go. Hold on. Yeah. So what happened was I'm gonna pull up this play. If I can get to it. Go to huddle. I guess the boy's name is Roy. I remember his name because they were like, oh, that boy Roy is cooking you. So here we go. Oh
Hey,
Lord.
the fact that you
So-
found it.
Put on
He
full
got the
screen.
huddle. He got the huddle full.
Oh, okay. So this is the worst play I've ever had in basketball because I was like, he was cooking me to the right. So I was like, bro, fuck it. I'll just go I'll force him to the left. And the way I used to play defense is like sometimes I let people get by me. I'll be long enough to just go get a block. And then he gets by me and he starts rising up. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go block it. And I'm like, oh no, he's kind of high. And he just threw that bitch down. I didn't think he could dunk because he was white, but I was fucking mistaken. So here it goes. This first play, here it is.
Oh,
So yeah,
shit.
that
Ooh.
yeah. So I mean,
Oh
and then
my god.
yeah, so that happened, and then that's probably the most embarrassing shit that's happened to me on basketball because that's back when Clem was still coaching, and Clem was just like he just straight up said like, "Boy, you got a lot to learn." And I just sat down on the bench, and then they took.
Nigga, you got a lot to learn about coaching.
I mean, no, that one was on me because that boy is cooking me. I can't lie. Like he was beating me on back cuts. He was hitting threes. He was. I mean, he didn't miss. That was the thing that was crazy. Is like I couldn't be that mad. That was embarrassing. That play was, but like the rest of the other stuff, like if he was hitting a three, I can't be mad because he was just hitting them shits in my face. And he wasn't even the best player, bro. They had Jerome. They had like Jerome plays in the NBA. They had a boy going to Rutgers. Like, so I wasn't even worried about him until until I started getting cooked by him. But
Man, he made a whole highlight with you in it. All right, Devon, it's on you. You played a lot of sports.
So honestly, my most two embarrassing would have to be like that I really don't like telling people shit about. Number one would have to be hands down senior year wrestling. I had a stomach virus, and my coach was like, "Bro, we really need you to wrestle, bro, because we can't give up a forfeit because we was already giving up a forfeit in 115 because our dude had strained his ankle or some shit like that, and we couldn't give up another weight class." He was like, "Bro, whatever you do, bro, you just gotta get out there, bro. You just gotta wrestle, bro." So remind you, I was wrestling 215, and I had lost. I was like, when I weighed in, I swear I weighed in like 201. Like I lost like 14 pounds in like 3 days. I was throwing up, had to run. Like, and you still got to go to school. But luckily the tournament was on a Saturday, and I ain't really get sick till Friday. So like all I had to do was stay for half the day. So like after half the day, I went home, and I remember I went home and I was sick. My mom was like, "You don't need to go," and I was like, "Mom, I gotta go." Like, she was all right. So we get there. I swear I just sleep on the bleachers because like like the high school like we wrestle in the basketball gym, so like I was sleeping on the bleachers. Like I had a cover on me and the bleachers hot. It's hot as hell, and then I had a cover on me. I'm sweating. My match come up. It's a fat sloppy kid. It was a dude from Smith. This dude was fat as hell. So all I could really think about was like I know I'm quicker than him, even though I'm sick. I just got to get a quick pin somehow. So I tried to hip toss him. When I tried to hip toss him, it failed. And I was on the like when I tried to hip toss him, like I was so weak, like he slipped from up under me, and then he ended up like doing like a reverse and got me on the ground. So like the whole 2 minutes go by, and the round was up. I was on the bottom. I was down like 6-1. I ain't have no points. I know it was 6-0. I ain't have no points. So my coach was just like, "Bro, the dude tried me, and he wanted to be on top." So I took the bottom, and he went over with a half. I don't know if you guys are familiar with wrestling or not, but like he tried to basically like go over my shoulder, and I just did a wizard. My coach yelled wizard, and it's like it's basically like you grab the arm from under the belly, and when you tuck him, he roll, and it's like basically an automatic pin. So like when I rolled him up under, I hit the wizard. Boom! Ref called a pin. I stand up. I literally grabbed my ass because I felt like I farted when I did this. And I grabbed my ass, and I didn't realize it when like I reached in like inside my singlets from like up under, and I had shit on my fingertips, and I did not.
Oh my god!
And when the ref went to raise my hand, he looked at my fucking fingers, and he was like this, like, "Oh my god!" And he didn't even raise my hand. He just threw his hand up and was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I told him I fucking shit. Yeah,
Bro, I ain't even supposed to be here. That's why I'm feeling like, bro, I'm not even supposed to be here.
hey, the wild thing is those high school refs be like, I don't want to say like they're amateur, but they just be regular ass people, bro. They trying to work something, get some extra bread on the weekends, and you go with somebody you got shit on their hands.
You know what I'm gonna say? Like, I did not get paid enough for this. Oh
Bro.
man, that's funny. That is hilarious.
Number 2 is quick though. So basically, number 2, when I on the lacrosse team, I played goalie, and I had a shutout. We were up like 4-0, like 30 seconds left in the game. My boy cleared me the ball, and I fucking scored on myself and gave up a fucking goal, and I had a shutout.
Dang.
Hurt. God dang, I'm gonna have to send that. Oh, yeah.
Ball rolled right back.
Feelings was hurt.
Feelings was hurt. Everybody on the team laughing at me on the bus ride home. Fucked up the perfect game.
All right. All right, so we on to the next one. All right, do y'all believe in ghosts and or aliens, and why?
I believe in spirits,
Yeah.
and this is a religious thing. And then I do believe in aliens just because like the whole universe is way too large to just have us be the only living creatures
Yeah.
living about like this. Now I don't know if an alien will look green with big eyes, like, but you know, there's definitely something else out there.
I agree with Sean. Like just for like religious purposes, I believe in ghosts, like holy spirits and everything. And I definitely believe in aliens because like you look at the galaxy, we're just one galaxy out of billions and billions of galaxies in space. So there's no way that we're just the only species.
I love
And
it.
not only
Man.
that, like you look at like the Egyptians and everything, the big old pyramids that they built, considering they didn't have like the tools that we have today,
Yeah.
they had to have some type of alien help.
Preach, brother.
And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm just like, there is no way that they built something this big, like using just like small little tools and carrying like a heavy amount of like weight with just like, there's only like so much a human can withstand to like lift.
Also, like
I'm
those
just
like what is it? Those stones that like those really tall stones that have like the other one like stand in the middle. Like, yo, how's that work with no
Yeah,
machinery? Like,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That it had to have been like
Talking
some
about
type of
stone.
alien something.
I don't know, man. All right, so who's next?
I believe in both of them. I think I believe in aliens a little bit more than spirits because the galaxy is so big. I just don't think we're ever going to be able to like comprehend what type of aliens they are.
mhm.
I'm kind of under the assumption that they're going to be just something we can't really, we can't visualize or interpret at all.
Something we can understand.
Yeah, and with spirits, I do believe that they're a thing, but I sometimes get doubts because people be talking crazy on Twitter about dead people. I'm like, something's going to happen to you, and then sometimes it doesn't. I'm like, ugh.
Mhm.
I certainly do want to like. I certainly do believe in spirits. Because I kind of my idea is like you have to because you have to believe in some sort of afterlife. Because if you don't, then like what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like my worst case scenario is you just die and you go in the dirt, nothing happens. But like if you didn't believe in anything, and
Yeah,
say
exactly.
say you pass away and there is an afterlife, and then God's like, oh, like I'm sending you to hell because you didn't believe. Like you might as well believe something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do.
It's like what's the loss? And
Yeah.
like, you know, also like another I was talking my mom with this before. It's like, you know, it can provide like comfort for some people, like as they're about to pass, or you know, if someone they love passes away, it's like, you know, if they believe like they're going to heaven, whatever, then you know
Afterward.
that could provide some like comfort too, without just saying like, oh, like now they're gone, they're just gone. We're just going
Also,
to the
people
dirt, and that's
live-
it. Like, yeah.
And people live super hard lives too, like just overseas in certain places where like shit is like really really difficult. Sometimes that's all you got, and that gets people
Yeah.
through. So at the bare minimum, of I believe is real, but if it's not, then it's done a lot of good. You can argue it's done a lot of bad too with the Crusades and all that stuff,
Yeah.
but for the most part, I think it's done a lot of good.
All right. Who next?
I feel like ghosts are not real. I don't believe in a ghost. Like there's no such thing as a ghost. I don't believe in that. Now, spirits, that's another subject for the other day. I don't want to go too deep in that because people feel like I'm crazy, but I don't really think spirits are like I don't know. I don't. I feel like if you die and you go to heaven, that's different. Like, but you don't. There's no such thing as you're not floating around anywhere. Like once you die, you're dead or you're gone. Like aliens, I'm a firm believer in aliens. I've seen an alien before.
Hello?
Hello?
Nah, go ahead. I need to hear that.
Yeah, I've seen an alien before. So when we was kids, we was standing outside. I don't know, Quincy might remember this, bro. I promise you he might remember this. But we were standing outside and it was like this little flying thing, bro. This is
UFO.
this was probably 2010, 2008. No, this was Obama probably just got in office. This is probably like 2008. So we was kids. And I remember, so when nobody had no drones, it wasn't none of that. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and this little flying saucer just went across the hood, like across the street from us. It's like we stay in these little houses, and across the street it's like these little apartments. So you can like see the apartments from our main road. And like this little flying saucer just went over the apartment complex like 2 times. And then like we finally looked back and was like, bro, did you just see that? And that shit was gone, bro. Like it was gone.
Oh, that was where the Brit Squad people was.
It was coming for you. They didn't want to get spotted though.
I don't know. I feel like aliens are
We about
real.
to duck these niggas, but oh shoot, he saw us.
Bro, they found like the damn military found like UFOs and shit going over the ocean, and then shit is so wild in the world that we just went past it. We weren't even worried about it.
Hey,
Like really
y'all
just
know
flipped.
that the stimulus package that they signed, that Joe Biden signed, it was written in the stimulus package like that. It's like 200,000 different like municipal things, like down from like parking in DC to one of the things where the United States military had to release by a certain, like it literally just came out, like you were just saying, it just came out like a month or two ago. The government had to release everything they knew on UFOs, and like it was signed into effect. They had 6 months to do it, and they had to release everything they knew. And they tried to lie and say that the first thing they ever figured out about UFOs was after 2001. Which is bullshit because it's straight lies. Because what about Area 60 fucking whatever the shit
Area
is?
51.
Area 51.
Yeah. Come
Area
on.
51.
Oh, yeah.
That's been around since Nixon, like before Nixon. Like it's crazy. Like so they're like look it up. We signed all these big ass economic relief bills, but they got little tiny bullshit inside of it that we don't even realize. Like why would they even put that in there that we have to release that to the public? Like to know, like that makes no sense.
It's probably one of those we're saving ourselves, so we can't say we didn't do it.
Well, more so, and now with the commercialization of space, there's like SpaceX and Amazon and all of them are getting involved, and there's already like 6,000 drones out there, or satellites out there trying to help with the internet, that help with like a lot of different things that like to make the world move. So as space becomes more accessible, then they got to start dropping stuff. I just remember that was a cold ass mission. You talking about Area 51, San Andreas? That was the coldest shit ever. And you had to break into Area 51 and steal the fucking jetpack.
Bro,
I saw that
to
jetpack. I said, "You can't tell me shit." I was flying everywhere.
I'm thinking about the fact of how many people you had to shoot to get over there.
Oh my gosh, you had to be quiet too, and like
Bro,
go in the
I was
shadows.
putting in codes quick and oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm like, how do you do that without cheat codes?
Hey, cheat codes, I'm gonna tell you.
You had to do it with cheat codes.
Like,
These kids will never know like square, circle, triangle, R2 over double. We had them memorized, bro. Like these kids.
Exactly. I had it written down.
Invincibility cheat.
Exactly.
It was like right, left, right, X, triangle, R1.
I had to, and don't you be wild if you mess it up.
Yeah.
You rushing.
Yeah.
But
you be pissed off you messed it up.
Wasted.
Bro, it was that mission in San Andreas. That mission is the one big smoke in the train, and then the one it was like a side mission where you're helping to do with the RC planes, and you had to fly around and shoot the trucks.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all remember that.
I
Like
do.
the little RC planes. That shit was so fucking hard. Oh my gosh, pause. But I just remember those three. It took me like a week for each of them. Like I'd try them like 5 times and say fucking and quit, and then come back in like 3 days, and then it wouldn't work, and then I'd do the same thing. It was so bad.
Let me think. But yeah, my answer is kind of a same line with Sean's. I believe in spirits and all type of other things, and the aliens. That's just 100%.
Mhm.
It's just to me, it's too much evidence to not believe in aliens. Like, but I also have a little. I think how my parents were explaining it. They explained it. It's something we probably don't understand, and it's not going to be aliens that humans depict what they are. It's going to be
Yeah.
something like very just foreign to us. So when we do see it, it's going to be like, oh shoot.
Mhm.
Have you
I
seen
do
the
wonder
Star Wars?
though, like aliens, like in like another galaxy. I wonder, like, do they have like similar features to us though?
I wouldn't be
But like
surprised.
maybe, yeah, but like certain things are different. Like maybe they're like physically stronger. Maybe they're, I don't know. Like,
I feel like it'd be so different. Like y'all mentioned before, we won't even be able to comprehend it because all we know is like stuff in our world.
exactly.
You know, like it'd just be so different. Like what? Like something
They're
you
gonna be
never
like a
seen before.
Kryptonian. They're gonna shoot lasers out their eyes. Got
See,
super strength.
See, and that's the thing. I think all that stuff, like it wouldn't even be that. It's gonna be to the point where we really just come to like it really is just gonna be like, nah, this is hurt. Like we've never seen this ever. It's gonna be one of those things we're not even gonna have a reaction for.
Yeah.
So what if we're the aliens
Oh,
and
that
we
hurt.
just don't, honestly, for real, like just think like
Yeah.
all the
Could
fossils
be.
we find in like in all the animals and stuff. Like, what if we're really the aliens and we just don't remember it? Like, and we came here 10,000, 20,000 years ago, 40,000 years ago, and we made these pyramids. We did whatever we did, and then we locked all our information in there, and that's why like nobody can really read the hieroglyphics, and we think we understand what it. But what if we're the aliens? We were supposed to manifest a different way, but we just build up and went a different direction than what we were supposed to be, and we don't realize that we were the aliens. Like, what if that's crazy? Like,
See,
I
let's
heard.
go. Let's go ahead and because this sounds like a conversation after the podcast. It's gonna take.
I'm about to say
This is a whole conversation that can go left easily. Like I'd rather like this is another podcast that we can have just by itself.
I've heard shit like that before, Devon. I heard that we was more technologically advanced in the past, and then we fucked it all up. So
yeah.
shit like that. I wouldn't put it past what we got going on.
That's true.
Or the aliens are already here, like the cicadas, bro, and they're coming back to get us later.
I wouldn't be surprised about that. It's too much. I'm not gonna say too many bad things. It's just too much stuff going on right about now. It's kind of like this is crazy.
They under the ocean, bro. We don't even know what's in the ocean.
Yeah, we can't go that deep.
That's actually another thing.
And so much unexplored territory.
Ocean is scary, man.
Most of the earth is water. And yet we don't we can't even
Don't know what's in there. It's scary. Like I remember the first time I saw an anglerfish. It's one of them things, got the light and got the teeth. I'm like,
what
bro,
the heck? Like those things.
think about how many other like crazy looking type of creatures
Bro,
are
how
down
angler-
beneath that water.
How do anglerfish reproduce, bro?
I don't even
Like how they get
I don't
bitches down there? Ain't no way.
Hey, my light shine better than yours. My light is longer than yours.
Yeah, that light hang lower.
My light hang over my eyes. What about you?
I'm a shiner, not a shower.
But nah, it was another subject I thought about, but I want to see how y'all feel about it. I asked my coworkers. Do y'all believe in mermaids?
I don't. I just don't. I can't really give you an explanation why I don't, but I just don't. I feel like we would have discovered a mermaid by now. Somebody would have came across one.
So why has nobody found Bigfoot then?
That's true.
There have been, but I thought they've seen like little like snippets, like little photos of like some type of creature walking like in the distance.
I personally don't think it's a creature. I think it's like a human being that's like really morphed for Bigfoot. But for mermaids, anybody else?
I don't know.
I mean,
my natural instinct is saying like maybe no, but I don't know.
I need to send y'all that thread on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I need to see that because
I
I don't know.
Bro, that thread on Twitter about mermaids made me think like Because they said there are mermaids in Haiti, and it's like some proof behind it. People have videos and
Oh, I heard of that. Fuck.
yes, I was surprised I ain't send it to you.
I heard
Mermaids.
some I don't know
We need
about
to
it,
put
but
that in the group chat.
Yeah, mermaids in Haiti, like that just like I look at that thread often.
Mm.
But my coworkers like, oh, there's no such thing. Oh, blah, 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 blah. There's no. I'm just like, y'all gonna have to see, man. Y'all need to stop playing.
Yo, am I in the group chat?
I doubt it. You want to be in a group chat?
I'm in so many group chats.
Your phone be blowing up with alerts.
Not gonna lie, I have
It's gotta
mine
be mad
muted.
annoying.
Mine's muted.
That's what I do. I mute mine when it gets.
But
so
I'll
mad
just check it
annoying.
on my own time. Like
Same. Some people they'll just leave the conversation. They'll be like, "What's thing has left?" It's like, damn, like you know you can mute it. It sends the alert to everybody, like, "Oh, so and so has left the chat."
You can add me to the group chat, bro.
I already did that. Too fast with that.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that thread, I'm gonna send it to everybody real quick. But we can move on. The next question is would you rather be stranded in heat or in the cold, and why?
100%. I'll go first on this one.
Yeah.
Cold. Like 100% cold. Like I can't do the heat. I'm gonna pass out. I can get some warmth. I can just go warm up on myself at the end of the day. Gotta be in the cold. Can't do the heat. I'll go crazy. And now, hold on. How long are we stranded for?
Let's just say a week.
A week. I would say cold too, because you can get dehydrated. You in the heat, you get dehydrated, and Sean will tell you.
I was gonna say that after my experience right now,
you get a headache. It is. I've never experienced that, but just watching Sean, I'm just like, you know, that's something.
Dude, because look, I went to the skate park. It was like 90+ degrees, and there was like no cloud coverage at all. Just straight, the sun just beaming down. Now I think the air quality index was like really bad too, but I still went. I didn't even really look though. Bro, I came back like I don't know. I can't tell you, like my head was just like pounding, dude. Like I was literally like almost in like fetal position on my bed just because like my head just hurt and I couldn't escape it. And the thing is, when I got back, I was just like feeling really bad. I was laying on the couch, like everybody else was eating, and I was just like, I can't even eat right now. And all of a sudden, I just like projectile vomit into the trash can, bro. And I was like, I drank so much water too when I was out there. See, I was trying to stay hydrated, but it was just like straight water, like this shot out. Like it was just real bad. Eric could hear it. He didn't see it, but
it was nuts because like I had Cameron over there too, my girlfriend.
Bro, it's so bad. Like I don't even want to go through that again, man. Like that was bad.
Yeah,
the straight heat exhaustion.
I'd be the odd man out and say hot. The reason why I say hot because I fucking hate the cold. I'm skinny. And additionally, I don't think I've like gotten close to experiencing how cold gets. Like I went to school in Boone and it gets to like -10 with a wind chill, and that's cold as shit. I didn't even want to fucking walk outside. But people in Minnesota used to be having cold days because they can't breathe the air, or else their lungs are gonna fuck up because it's like -30, and it gets down to like -60 in some places. I feel like being consistently from the South, where the shit gets like 100 to 110, like in the summer, like with humidity or with I feel like I know how to navigate that a little bit better. Now I know it gets super hot in other places, but I feel like I have a better idea of how to deal with that than like the cold. Now, the headaches and shit, like all that's serious, but I'm hoping it's like if I'm stranded out like an island or something like that, I'd be able to hide under a tree or some shit to get some shade. That's the only thing. But
I think it just depends. It depends on like what the situation is, like how many resources you have. Because like with cold, you can also bundle up. But like to me with heat, there's like no way to like. Unless you got a fan that's consistently blowing, or you got like some really good shade, you can't strip down and cool yourself off.
Dude, there's like once
all your clothes is off, it's over.
Hey, I was walking to Garrett's house one time. I swear it was 100+, like it was like over 100. It was a really bad day to be out, and me just walking over, like I almost like gagged walking out because it was just like I don't know, it's just like that much. No, like it's just like the heat, man. I don't know. It's like something hit me right. I was like, oh man, like I don't know if it was just heat exhaustion kicking in early. That was just walking over it. I was like, man, that's bad.
Until y'all until y'all have like a full sprint to take the trash out from your apartment when it's like -10, like
Yeah.
I don't think anything's gonna top that, bro.
It's a
I can do
lose-lose.
it. Yeah, it's a lose, but like I just
I
remember
hate the
being
cold and I hate the heat.
The cold is scary though. Like you think of like frostbite and all that's like, ooh, like,
Nah,
Yeah, that's
just-
like a
I,
No,
I
Sean.
gotta do the
Sean,
heat.
that's not that's scary.
Have
Sean,
y'all
we
ever been
were in,
duck hunting
where were
before?
we? Sean, where were we, Sean? Where the pool was like freezing cold and you, me, and Jason tried to do a competition who could stay in that cold water for
Yeah,
longest.
that was bad. I
That
don't know where that
was
was.
yeah, I couldn't stay in that water for longer than 2 seconds. It was awful. I'm like, man, I can't imagine what it was like for people on the
This
Titanic.
water's not frozen.
That would have been hell. Standing in that freezing water. I'm like, I know that was hell for them because I couldn't stand in that water for longer than 2 seconds.
Have you ever been duck hunting before?
Then what?
Duck hunting.
No.
Duck hunting? Nah, I never really hunted.
All right, so look, talk about cold. It'd be like 20 degrees and you in the water. Like it'd be cold. Don't accidentally stick your hand in the water because you're gonna be because your hand won't, for you.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know, bro. Like my dude, I be going hunting with. He a country white boy. Like we grew up together. We played lacrosse and stuff. Oh my God.
Punch on him.
Your dog must see a squirrel.
Yeah, he's I think my girlfriend's coming inside. She's downstairs. But yeah, like duck hunting, like it got me used to the cold to the point where I feel like I could really survive in the cold.
I
'Cause
can't.
you be in the water when the water got ice on top of it and it freeze up and it freeze around your thighs and you be sitting there with the waders and you just like, dang, yo, like you just sit there and your body naturally just adapt to it, like because you're not like freezing. Like as long as you don't. I feel like it's more of a mental thing. If you think you're cold, you're gonna say you're freaking cold. But if you
Your body reacts. What you mean?
I'm about to say your body.
Your body is like, what
I
is
need
going?
heat.
bro, after like the first 2-3 times you do it, you get, and then once you start having fun and you realize what you're doing, your body also heats up. Like once you're moving, like walking through the cold water is different than sitting in the cold water. Because if you're just sitting there, you get cold fast. But if you walking, like you got all your like you got your jacket on, you got your waders on, so all of it's like you're not getting wet. Like you are, it's all insulated and it's waterproof, so you good. Way, so you're not getting actually wet because like when you get off the water, you take your waders off, you're gonna be dry. Like you just step inside it and like you just pull it up over your body. And when you get out the water, you dry. Like all your clothes, you wear the same pants you're gonna wear today. You can go to work in the suit. You can go in a suit if you're not messy. Like you just take your khakis off and keep it moving. But it's just about staying warm. Like if you keep it moving, if you don't think about it, I feel like you gotta just think about it.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. What's one thing you won't eat no matter what?
Peas. I hate peas. I mean, every single time I eat peas, I start gagging. I can't do it. I can't do it. And whenever I like try to mix it with like my other food, I can still taste the peas. I immediately spit it out. I just can't do it. I remember me and my girlfriend had an argument about like whether peas were a vegetable. I'm like, it's definitely not a vegetable. Like, look it up. She's like, it is a vegetable. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm literally on the internet and it says peas are not a vegetable.
What is it?
It's like a type of
Legume.
I want to say it's a starch or like a legume. Yeah, legume. That's what it is.
All right.
It's not a vegetable though.
All right, who next?
Yeah, mine, I don't know. Mine has to be like olives. Like it can be like a small slice maybe on a pizza, but like those green olives. No, dude. Like, I don't know. There's just some battle when as soon as it hits my mouth, I was like, ugh, like no, dude. It's not it. I don't know what it is, but I can never bring myself to like it. And I usually do try a lot of foods and like give chances again for certain foods, but that just like never ends up working.
Anchovies. Get them shits out of here. I'd never had anchovies on pizza and I wanted to try it. And I had like a free Domino's coupon for running my points up. And I was like, fuck it, let me try anchovies on a Domino's pizza. And I got it, and that was the worst shit ever. Like it was terrible because I even took after I realized it was bad, I took the shit off, I threw them away, and then it was still like soggy, like salty fish on the pizza. I couldn't even eat this shit. I just wasted a free fucking
That's
pizza.
tough.
So never again, bro.
I hear
Bro,
it
just
tastes
look, I'm just
gross
looking at
too.
a picture.
Does
Yeah, it doesn't
like
even
a
look
fish?
good. I'm looking at
on
it.
the
It does
pizza?
not even look good, dude.
I wanted to try. I didn't look good, but I was like, I'm like, you know what? I got free pizza. Like, I might as well try something because I've heard
This
about it. I
looks like
remember
a
hearing about it on Lego. The Lego dude. Remember y'all ever played the Lego game where the dude
Yeah,
was like
come
skating?
on, man.
Yeah, I remember he's delivering a piece of anchovies. I mean, them bitches look kind of good. He gotta be onto something.
You
But
thinking
no,
Rama,
I
that's
just remember that episode of SpongeBob.
He's a Futurama, right? Yeah, Futurama.
Rama.
I remember that episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember that episode of SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs. He was like, "Do you smell it? Do you smell them? Anchovies." And them things just start busting through the Krusty Krab. I was like,
they smell bad too. They smell terrible.
Oh my gosh. Why
All
would you
right.
want like fish on pizza though? Like I don't even
All right,
comprehend.
all right, who's next?
Mine's easy. I'm allergic to all shellfish, so I'll die.
Dang.
That's a good reason.
No crab, no lobster, no shrimp, no
Oh man,
mussel.
that's
Shrimp
hurt.
is so good, dude. Like,
Dang,
"It is."
hurt.
I'm gonna say seafood in general.
shrimp
I
is one of my
love
favorite
seafood.
things to like eat. I don't know. Shrimp's good.
I'm trying to think of a good. What's something I won't eat? I'm not really picky about food. I'd have to say as a kid, because it kind of like gave me some PTSD. My dad let me try this spicy horseradish, and that burned my mouth horribly to the point where I was crying as a kid. And I just never had it ever since then.
Spicy horseradish.
Or it was just I was just like you know how you eat something and then you chew it for like seconds and the instant heat. I was like, yo. I was like, yo.
What is this?
What's going on in my mouth? Why is it burning? I was like, yeah, it was bad. I'm not really picky in terms of food though.
There's not a food that you just don't like or you just won't eat.
Mm-mm. I was never born.
Yeah, he ain't had chitlins. He ain't had chitlins, Sean.
Yeah.
Hey, he must have never.
I haven't had it either, so I don't know.
I've
I've
had
had chitlins.
my grandma
I
had.
remember like I was like, I ain't eating this. My mom was like, "That's your father. He messed you up because you used to eat it as a kid." Because my mom, she likes chitlins. She's like putting hot sauce on it. And I remember I tried it for a second time. I'm like, this does not taste good. She's like, your father wrecked
It don't
eat it all the
smell
time.
good. Yeah, it don't smell good. I used to eat it all the time too.
Smell
And then I
awful.
remember the last Thanksgiving we had it. I just remember taking a bite out of it and was like, this don't taste the same. This is crazy as I'm pushing the plate into the trash. I was pushing, I had to turn it upside down and say, oh, that's crazy. I'm done. I had to get out of there.
That's
But,
what it
Southern shit. I'm never gonna try chitlins. I can't eat chitlins. They just nasty.
It's an acquired taste. It's a country type of food. But then again,
Yeah.
my mom's from Michigan. That she said she eat it.
pig intestines.
That's what it is. Yup, pig intestines. That's why they smell so
Mhm.
bad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I hear it's worse to clean them.
It's worse to smell it.
No, like cleaning them, the smell is even worse. I heard. Like I remember my mom said, my grandmother, she was downstairs. Like a lot of people, when they clean the chitlins, they clean it in the basement. It's that bad.
Anyway, all right, we got everybody.
I think so.
All right, who gives the best advice to you, and what did they say in terms of that type of advice that kind of resonates with you now?
It's my parents, literally everything.
Yep.
Life choices, money, handling, like job related stuff. I don't know. It's like they always had good advice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what's that one thing that kind of like you still kind of use to this day?
Ask for what you want, right, Sean?
Yeah.
Mom always says that to us. Ask for what you want. Worst thing they can say is no, or just not right now.
I've been saying that for years. Worst they can say is no.
Yeah.
The worst they can
that's
say
the-
is no, or just not right now. Just ask for what you want.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I was talking about females at the time, so
Oh yeah, I know. You used to tell me all the time because I was so damn shy.
I'm like, worst they can say is no.
Go ask her, bro. She already like. I'm like, nah, man, I'm too scared. Like,
Worst she can say is no.
worst she can say is no. I'm like, I don't want her to tell me no.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got older where I was like more like willing to like shoot my shot at women.
That's a lie, bro. The
I
worst,
mean,
the worst,
I-
the
I
worst a girl
mean-
can say is ew. You can say the
Oh,
worst they can say is
oh
no, but then they
my
just be like,
That's
ew,
true.
no.
But I feel like,
That'd be
yeah, but I feel like most
just
women, they're not
deep.
gonna tell you that to your face though.
What?
Most women.
Bro, in high
Well,
school,
it
I remember a
depends.
girl was like, "Don't nobody want your goofy ass." I'm like, "Oh,
Yo.
man, that's crazy."
Nah, I've never had a girl tell me that. The worst I've heard is, I'm just not looking for a relationship right now. Then a week later, she was some other dude. I'm like, okay. What you really wanted to say was, I ain't interested in getting a relationship with you.
All right. Who's next? Because we getting off topic.
I guess it's me. I don't really know who. My mom, she gives like decent advice, but I mean, I don't know. Her advice is sometimes not all. That's not always the wave. I don't know. I really don't know who gives me good advice. I kind of just go for what I feel like, what my principles are, and what I feel is correct. She does guide me. Like my mom does guide me some. I think my girlfriend gives pretty good advice, but I think
Come back here.
I really do think it's me. I don't know. I think I just follow what I do and I follow my heart. So
Good for you.
All right, y'all. So don't judge me when I say this. But the best advice I ever got from was right. Make sure my girl don't hear this prostitute.
Oh
Wait.
Lord,
Wait, what did you say?
I heard what he said.
he said somebody a little 40 ball or something.
I'll
What they say?
I'll text you what he said.
What they
I'll text you.
say?
All right, text me. Text it. Yeah.
They told me that I'll be rich one day if I keep doing what I'm doing. And you know what I'm doing? Delivering pizzas.
Oh Lord.
All right.
Hey man, you become an owner, own your own chain.
All right. Best advice though was probably my mom. I think she gives me like good advice. Seriously. She
Jeez.
not joking. But she I feel like she always tells me what to do. But then I'm so like a Capricorn and I want to be myself that I don't listen. So when people give me advice, like I kind of like tend to like I might take it and use it certain situations that you give me, but I don't like go with the whole 100% like advice you gave me. And I feel like I tend to like sometimes I come out on top, but then sometimes I'm like, damn, I should listen to my mom, like because she told me this, like so. I don't know. I'm just not 100%. I don't listen good.
All right. What else? Anybody else? I have to think who gives the best advice in terms of me. Probably my wife, my parents, and my boy Demario.
Oh damn, I thought you were about to say me. Dang, Cam. All right. I'm playing with you.
All right. And I'm gonna have to say the best thing I've heard that resonates with me is actually from what is it? Devon, you know who Eli is.
Yeah.
He told me girls will always be there. And that kind of always, I didn't think about it until he explained it. Because I always asked him, like, he always said that, but it's never. And he was like, girls will always be there in terms of you need to take care of what you take care of first. And girls are always going to be there in any time of your life. So he was like, yeah, that girl that you looking at now, that's all fine. She ain't going to be like that in the next 5 years. But if your money is right, you can get that other girl that is even finer than she is. I was like, dang, you're right.
I remember my mom used the best analogy when it comes to like looking at women. She was like, you know how you got different flowers? You got roses that got thorns, and then you got other flowers that's pretty that don't got thorns. Like it's the same way you got to look at women. Even though she might be bad, she will wreck your life. But you also got these pretty women over here that, you know, make your life better than more. That's more than just looks. So I was like, that's a really good analogy. You remember, Sean, when mom was talking about that?
I don't know.
She's
I don't remember that.
like roses and thorns. You don't remember? Oh, I remember she was talking to me about that.
I heard the one about if you want to see what your girl look like years later, better look at the mom.
Oh Lord.
Oh boy.
My wife.
Oh, man.
My wife,
Nah.
we good.
Oh my God.
But Yeah, I guess we can move past that. Hope my mother-in-law didn't see this. What state do you think you'll settle down in? Like, and give a top three. And what country or state do you wish to travel to you haven't been to yet?
Honestly,
Can
I'd
answer
probably
this.
settle down here. I don't know, like something I've never been to Texas, but I don't know. Something like it's telling me to like look there.
Mhm.
And I don't know really real. Somewhere dry, man. Like I don't I just don't really like rain at all. Like, I would say California, but it's just like so expensive. But if money was no issue, then yeah, I would definitely look at California too. There's just like a lot of things to do there.
Yeah.
And then you said what you said traveling. Well, in the country would definitely be Texas. I think that's somewhere I want to visit before, wherever. And then outside the country, definitely Italy. I just like most of the places in Europe. I like the hospitals like Italy, France. And then like also, I want to do some islands too.
Got you.
So just go anywhere, honestly.
All right. All right.
So the first question, Cam, is like, where can you see yourself?
Yeah, like where do you want to settle down in? And what's your
Like
top?
this is me personally, or just like where do I see myself? Because like me with my job, I'm probably gonna have to move.
Like you personally, like
Me personally, where
Yeah,
I
like where
like
you
to
see
be.
if you had like top three places to be in the States.
Top three place. Yeah, mine are similar to Sean. Me, it'll probably be Texas because I mean, obviously they don't have income taxes, which is awesome. The only thing I hear about Texas, like certain parts, is like really racist. That's the only thing you got to deal with. But
certain
food's amazing. Food's great. I feel like overall the city is just really nice. Like the different cities you can go to, Dallas, even like the suburbs of Texas are probably not that bad. California definitely for me because I'm a sports fan. I know like Cali, they love their sports over there. Trying to think where else. I can't really think of a third.
Not here.
Yeah, here too, but I
I
mean,
feel like NC is like the perfect like settle down place. That's
Yeah, I
that's what it
guess.
feels like here.
Yeah.
There's nothing
I
really
don't think- I
special
don't
here.
know.
It's just like, oh, it's a nice place to be once you're ready to just chill.
But the thing I hate about North Carolina, because like I said, I'm a sports fan. All our sports teams is just trash. It's just so disappointing. It really
Yeah.
irritates me.
Hello?
I'm like, man, I'm trying to go to
Jeez.
some good games, and our teams are just garbage.
The Hornets.
In the work.
Other than
in the
college,
works.
yeah, other than college, but I can't even get tickets to go to the college games. Students can't even get tickets to go to the college games. It's
Hey, hold on.
ridiculous.
What
I'm
about
like, bro,
the Hurricanes are good though.
I don't really
Fuck
watch
You
hockey.
don't watch no hockey.
No,
I don't watch
I'm
Yeah,
really
hockey.
from
same.
Raleigh, but I still be watching hockey.
Yeah, I don't watch hockey.
The Canes good.
I
They
mean,
won. They
I
did
know
go to the
they're
playoffs
good.
this year.
I'm gonna
They
go to
won. They
Knights.
won. They won a Stanley
I
Cup. They're
watch
the only team that's won a.
Football, basketball,
like a championship?
baseball. Those are my three.
Yeah.
I'm a Golden Knights fan, so I can't help you.
Man, I'm a Canes fan.
All right.
All right. So my top three would probably be North Carolina, I guess, Raleigh, anywhere in North Carolina, to be honest. Florida, but strictly probably just Miami. Nowhere else. The rest of Florida can go to hell.
Oh, okay.
For the most part. I mean, I guess Orlando. I could do Orlando. too, I
Orlando's
think,
straight.
but-
I'm about to say.
Orlando or like Kissimmee or some shit like that, but like they're all those other retirement Florida places like Tampa couldn't do, Southwest like Naples can't do that, can't do maybe I couldn't do Tallahassee either, probably not. And then third one, I don't know, maybe Georgia just for Atlanta because it'd be driving distance to my family and it's like kind of similar to North Carolina and I don't know, it makes sense. It was cool. It felt pretty similar to North Carolina just besides the fact that it was just more
the
black
traffic?
people over there, but
The
traffic's
traffic?
bad. But to be honest with you, traffic's bad in like everywhere now. Like Charlotte traffic was shitty when I was over there. Like it was almost as bad as like Miami. Because the one positive about Miami is that there's a lot of traffic here, but people like they get to where they need to go. Like Charlotte, like North Carolina, it's still in that transition phase where there's a good amount of traffic because of there being a lot of people. And people drive slow or people just don't drive aggressive here. At least you drive aggressive so you're going to get somewhere. But back in North Carolina, people are just, it takes a while. So
True.
I don't know. I guess it's honestly really just be here where I'm at, somewhere in Miami or back in Raleigh. So
Yeah.
And anywhere to travel. Europe, like Europe, Portugal and Spain, my first place I want to go to in Europe. But like, yeah, that's I've never been to Europe, so I want to go over there.
Hey, everybody go yet? Devon?
Oh dang. I was zoned out. 100% North Carolina will be probably top choice number one. Just because I probably can see myself living in some other states, but I feel like the best place to live. Like we don't really we get all four seasons. Don't really get wildfires, no earthquakes. Might get a tornado from here and there, but it's never bad. Might have to worry about a hurricane, but not really bad. Nothing crazy. Second, I'll probably choose New York because I really like New York. It's one of my favorite states to visit, and I could definitely see myself living up there. But and third will probably be honestly, shit. I would probably do like Puerto Rico or Guam because like I don't know. My roommate, he just booked a flight to Guam and he was like, bro, like it was like the best trip he ever took, bro. Like it was like you don't need a passport because it's still a part of America. Like so he was just like only thing is it was like the flight was like 18 hours. Like, and I'm like, that's what he was like, bro, the cost of living out there, if you was like to save up all your money in America for like 4 or 5 years and you go out there and live, you can live good or buy a nice property, all that. So I'll probably do something like that. I wouldn't probably like do mainland United States. I'll probably do something like or Hawaii or something just different across like where people can come see me and actually have a reason to come versus not, I don't want nobody driving up to my house if I want to move somewhere in the United States. But visiting wise outside of the United States, it would probably have to be Mozambique in Africa or probably Madagascar. And other than that, I really don't have too many interests of going anywhere. I'll probably do like a trip to Cairo to see how that would be. Like, let's say Egypt's a nice country to visit if you have money. Or if I had a lot of money, like rapper money, I would definitely go to Dubai. Like, I would go to
Cairo's Egypt, right?
Yeah, Cairo's Egypt.
Part of Egypt, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
I think Lagos would be really cool too.
Yes.
They're doing a lot of shit over there, and they're building like whole islands and stuff over in Lagos, and like the whole vibe is crazy. And like I know a bunch of Nigerians, they're always just good people. So, and they're funny as shit too. That's another thing. Yeah. They always crack me up. They always got something funny to say.
Yeah. All right. So last, me and my girl just talked about this yesterday. I think it was North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. Those are our top three. North Carolina for obvious reasons. South Carolina is just the price of living is just crazy, man. I just like let me give an example. A house like how Eric's and my house is and how Kev's old house is. Down in South Carolina is probably like half the price. And it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy down there. And gas is cheaper.
But the thing with South Carolina, though, you got to deal with other stuff, though. Like I hear, like certain people just ain't right over there.
And it just depends on where you at. Just depends on where
Yeah,
you
it
at.
depends on where you at, obviously.
Florida, and I just like having the sun all the time. I will say being in Miami, that was fun. Miami was it just felt like, I mean, I'm a little sketchy about certain areas in Dade County, but it is what it is. I think that was it. Out of state where I'd like to travel, me and my wife actually discussed if we were to actually move out to either a Spanish speaking country or a Japanese speaking country after we have a kid. So then they just grow and be bilingual like quickly.
Bro, go to Panama. I'm telling you. I'll be telling people go to Panama because Panama is like the only Spanish speaker, or not the only, but like one of the few speaking countries that's very like strongly rooted in like identity because there's a lot of probably I'll probably say like a quarter of Panamanians are black and they're very strongly rooted in like their Caribbean heritage or like their African heritage and like a lot of other countries. Colombia's kind of like that around the coast, but like most other countries like the DR, they're still kind of like, oh, we're Dominican, we're not black. Like Panama's very like well rooted
They
in
get
that,
so
and it's
irritated with that. Like they don't like being viewed as like, wow, I'm like, why? Like you come to America, that's the first thing they're gonna assume that you are.
right. It's just different, I guess. But Panama is kind of their identities are very well rooted. Like a lot of people who are like black Panamanians, their grandmas speak English because they was Jamaican. They came over to like work in the canal or whatever. So and additionally, like Panama City it's a really nice place for like probably nicer than almost every other city in Latin America.
Oh, let me
So-
ask. Hey, babe, what you think about living in Panama, Spanish speaking country? They like black people.
Yeah, I read that.
That's all I had to say.
What she say?
That's she saying. That's good. We were also thinking about a place. Was it Montenegro? Man, if you black over there, they automatically think you famous.
Oh my God.
Well, I go over there like, yep, it's me. Y'all, you know.
Have y'all
Look,
ever
it's Usain Bolt.
have y'all ever heard of Guyana?
Yep.
Like somebody told me that's like a good place to go visit because they're the only English speaking country in South America. The native language is English. They have like a very they have a black and Hispanic population as well.
All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is the best alcoholic drink you've had.
Best alcoholic drink I've had.
Yeah.
Chewy's, they got this drink called King's Punch. I can't even tell you what's in it, but it is so good. It don't even taste like alcohol, it just tastes like juice. But it's got like tequila and like some other type of alcohol in it.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
I get it every time I go there. If you haven't been to Chewy's, it's really nice. It's a Tex-Mex spot. Ain't as good as Uncle Julio's. That's the best Tex-Mex ever. But I mean, unless you obviously if you live in Texas, they probably got some better spots. But if you haven't been to Uncle Julio's, definitely check it out.
Got you.
I don't know like specifically, but like I'm kind of Eric. I don't see any like fruity drinks with tequila. It's good.
I'll probably say there's anything with rum. I love rum. So if you mix rum
That
with like
too,
sweet
yeah.
tea or just like
That's true.
like Brugal or like Abuelos or maybe even Malibu, like just always goes. It's always light. It's always smooth.
Mhm.
So I'm a big fan of rum. So there's anything with rum, I'm and people down here, at least in like Miami, it's a thing. But when you go with white people, everyone just wants tequila.
Exactly.
So
you
like
need to
most
get
of
that
the
rum
places cater
shot.
to, yeah, that rum shot to go crazy too.
Yes.
Anything with rum, to be honest. So that's my point.
I agree. Yeah, rum is good. It's a good mixer.
I'm a whiskey guy. I only really drink whiskey.
What? Have you tried that Virginia Black?
No, I haven't tried Virginia Black.
Do you like Drake?
My favorite whiskey would
Just
probably
asked you like,
you said,
am I the only one that just heard that?
Had to say it low key.
What's this?
Bro,
Do you like
okay.
Drake?
Yeah, I had to buy it because Drake.
yeah, man.
That shit put hair on my chest, but it is like.
Yeah, I've never tried Virginia Black either. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I never tried Virginia Black, but it would probably be Buffalo Trace or Blanton.
I've never even heard of that. What is that? Buffalo
So
Trace.
they're really
About to look it up.
hard to find whiskeys. Like we might get them in an ABC store like once every quarter. You know what I mean? And they're limited to 1 bottle per person. Like once per week. You can't even buy like 2 bottles per household per week. Like it's limited. It's out of Kentucky. And Bland's, it's another hard to find whiskey as well. But they're it's really smooth. I think the Buffalo Trace, if I'm not mistaken, is a 13-year-old whiskey. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. And Bland's, I think Bland's has a 13 and 17 year. But they're pretty expensive. You might can get them for.
I would bet if you can only get one bottle, and they only sell them in the ABC store so often.
But it's also other states you can get them in, and then it's.
Oh, you be on bourbon? That's crazy.
Yeah, bourbon. I love bourbon.
Oh, see, I ain't on that level yet.
But it's man, once you literally start drinking it, always smell a bourbon 3 times. I'll give you all like any type of whiskey. When you smell a whiskey, smell it 3 times. You'll get 3 different scents. You'll always like the first scent you'll get will be what opens up whatever they cast it with or they barreled it with. You'll get the smell of the barrel. The second scent will be the flavors. If it was caramelized or if it was smoked, and then the third flavor will be what type of berries. You'll be able to usually smell the berries. It's an acquired thing to do, but once you do it 3 times, you just won't get. The first time is gonna give you that burn smell. You gotta break your palate, and you do it again and do it again. But you don't just put your nose up to it. You just literally take the cap and you smell the cap, take it back, take another smell, come back and take another smell. You get 3 different smells every time, guaranteed.
Better than me. I would have just drank it.
Oh man, that's just called alcoholism, man. You gotta enjoy what you.
Why does De Leon cost so much? Never mind. All right.
Because it's made by Diddy.
I was like $250. Hell no. And then a regular small bottle is $60. What was it? $54.99. Hell no.
Damn. I'm not spending more than like $30-$35. And it's gotta be like a pretty decent sized bottle alcohol.
For mine,
Michael Jordan tequila, bro. It'll be the best thing you ever did. I guarantee you.
Who?
Michael Jordan tequila?
Yeah, the Michael Jordan tequila. I can't think
Michael
of
B. Jordan or Michael Jeffrey Jordan?
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Interesting.
Man,
it's gonna make me the GOAT. Am I gonna be like dunking on people once I go back to the court?
Hey, all I know is you might come back married.
Oh Lord.
Oh, it's like that. It's like Casamigos.
It's way better than Casamigos.
Cam had me try this one wine, Stella Rose. I'm like, this thing tastes like grape juice. It's good.
Hey, man, I'm trying to put
like
you
a
on.
special type of grape juice.
Trying to put you on, man. But
it was like pretty good. I was like, dang. I was like, I'm not even really a wine drinker, but this is good.
I did have this. I had this white wine from this. It's called Raffledini's winery. It's like between Boone and Winston-Salem. Back when I was going to school up there, and it was incredible. I went there for my birthday, for my 21st birthday with my mom, and it was like that was like the first drink I had on my 21st birthday. It had like a white wine called Liguria. Ooh, that shit was good. Shit was good. Paired with some fish or something.
Dang.
Yeah, I had that. My drink that is the best ever is my cousin made it was a blueberry lemonade slushy. I don't remember what alcohol she was, but she gave me like small cups like this big, and she just kept giving it to me. And I was just like, man, this tastes good.
Yeah, you probably regretted that later.
Boy, she was like, how many have you had? I was like, 6. She was like, you might want to sit down.
Exactly. Sit down here.
And then
get you some water.
It's like a snap, and it felt like the room was moving. I was like, oh man.
Ooh.
All right. The next one is oatmeal or grits.
Grits.
Oatmeal.
Grits with sugar.
Depends on the day. It depends on the day. Sometimes I want oatmeal, but sometimes I really want grits.
Cheese grits are really good. I love putting cheese in my grits.
All right, Sean.
Cheese and butter.
Charlotte.
So like, I don't know, like I really haven't been into grits for a while, but my mom made some grits recently and they're like really good. But my natural answer would be to say oatmeal.
Shrimp and grits, Sean.
But oatmeal with milk. Okay, not with water.
Right.
You gotta use milk.
Mhm.
Does not work with water.
It doesn't.
I'm dead.
Like it's doable, but it's like it's not the same.
Not the same. Yep.
I
But
changed
yeah,
my
it
answer to
was the
oatmeal.
shrimp and grits mom made. That's good.
Yeah, shrimp and grits were good.
I changed my answer to oatmeal because it can go in cookies. Grits can't do that.
Oh,
That's the only.
damn.
That's the only reason.
Oatmeal
why I
cookies are
changed
good
oatmeal.
too, man.
Yeah.
Can I tell y'all something?
Go ahead.
I never had oatmeal before.
What?
Oh,
Really?
Oh man, you got
Get some
You gotta have it.
brown
It's so
sugar
good.
cinnamon or whatever. Was it cinnamon and spice? What's
Brown sugar. I
Brown
like
sugar,
no,
cinnamon.
not brown sugar. Cinnamon spice.
it?
Cinnamon spice, Sean.
Yeah, it's
It-
one of those. Okay.
It
Cinnamon
always
spice. Brown sugar is disgusting. Don't get brown sugar oatmeal. You gonna hate oatmeal if you try brown sugar. Get the cinnamon spice or like apple cinnamon. Apple cinnamon oatmeal is pretty good too.
two things I never had: oatmeal and applesauce.
I've had applesauce in a while though, but
I like the special type of applesauce. I like the peach medley applesauce. That stuff's so good.
there's also
I had
like
to
some
eat that.
blueberry ones too. They're good.
I don't know.
I
It's
had to eat
different.
that when I got my
workers.
wisdom teeth pulled because I couldn't eat anything that was like chewy.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Devon, I didn't have applesauce till I was 18.
what?
I didn't have applesauce till
Wow.
like
Right.
I didn't eat that as a kid. I
middle
don't know
school
why.
or high school. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, for
I'm-
me, it was like elementary, early middle school.
Yeah, I never ever tried it. Like I'm 25 and I've never tried applesauce.
Man, so you can't just go up in the store right now.
It does feel
I'm
like
not saying you go to
it
Walmart
feels
and
like
get it- get it now.
a kid's
and get the
snack.
squeezable,
Bro, it is a
squeezable
snack.
applesauce.
Hell yeah.
Oh
it
yeah,
is a good snack.
squeezables.
Exactly. Them joints that you just open the top, just "Arr."
I remember my
What are you
granddad
doing, bro?
always told me that never eat applesauce because then you'll be an old man. You need to eat an apple. And when he told me that, I never ate applesauce and I was an old man.
Hey, that's facts, bro. Because
Yeah, like, why not
one
just
day
eat
one day you're
apple?
gonna regret not being able to bite into an apple. You're gonna be old without any teeth and be like, "Fuck, I wish I could have an apple."
All right.
It's at least something new to try while you're old, I guess. So.
Yeah, I'll try it when I get like 50 or 60 when my teeth some shit.
All right. So we can move. And the last question is, if your life is a book, what is the name of the chapter you are in and why?
The name of the chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna have to say the off season. And
Oh,
no,
Lord.
no,
Cliche.
no,
Cliche.
no,
J.
no,
Cole.
no, I'm not like it sounded cliche at first. My girl looked at me the same way. It was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "No, no, no." I look at it like this because I feel like I'm rebuilding. And I feel like I'm coming back to where I want to be at and where I used to be at.
Mine's new beginnings. Yeah, just because I don't know, like it's a new chapter in my life right now. Like I'm done with school. Like right now, it's a work, and then I'm deciding what I do like with that, like with the rest of my life. It's not like I have to like go through education anymore. It's like I'm gonna hit that independent phase too. So
Exactly. About to go to this convention.
weird.
Might see a girl there.
And who knows? Hey, man.
All right, who next?
So
I
thank
can't
you.
really think of a chapter name right now, but I mean, grind season comes to mind because like I'm moving into like a new job position, with sales. You got to kind of just like dive right in, start making those connections and relationships. So that way, once you build a strong foundation, I mean, you're good to go. So I don't know. I got to think about it.
Chapter 25, recreation.
All right.
I feel like I'm a lot of things is going different in my life and I'm taking different approaches to certain things. And I don't know, like me and my girl was just talking today and I was like, yo, in the past year, like this is the best conversation we had. And I just like found myself like not talking, like just being like anti and not being verbal about certain things. So I need to express myself and actually do it. And I feel like this year I've been actually like working on like recreating myself and just, handling situations and things better in life.
I guess I would say trust. Because it is a period where I'm separated from my girlfriend. And I don't know if I'm gonna move. For a second, I thought it was gonna be crossroads because I don't know if I'm gonna go back to North Carolina or if I'm gonna stay down here for work. But it's more so trust because not only that, but it's also trusting in myself because as like a student who's trying to be getting into healthcare, it's kind of difficult to like we're gonna get thrown out there, and you kind of got to trust in yourself that you can treat people, you do things right, and that you got to trust yourself that you're gonna fuck up, but you don't fuck up too bad. You don't do anything to like mess up anybody or um and you have leeway. So it's just trusting myself and like having the confidence that, especially as I go out and to do my first clinical in like less than a month, that have trusted myself to know that I can do what I can at a bare minimum. I can at least make somebody feel better, talk to somebody, like make their day better. So yeah, I think that's all it would be is just be trust in the process.
All right. That's it, man. This is another episode of the 919 Aired Out podcast, and we out, man.